Hey photographers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm sharing with you 5 things that I bring to photo sessions to not only make my life easier, but to also up-level the client experience overall. And I will link anything that I can find in the description box below. If I can't find it, I'll try to link something similar to help you if you are interested in that. So let's jump into it. Okay. First thing that I would recommend that you invest in and bring on your photo shoots to make your life easier is a wagon. I fought this for so long because I don't like to carry a lot of stuff, but now I wish I would have done this a lot sooner and gotten this a lot sooner. This wagon is key for me. I dump everything in there. The clients can bring their clothes and dump it in there, purses, drinks, all my reflectors, everything else just dumps in there, and I can just carry it with me. And this not only gets it off the ground, because especially when you're like in an urban setting or downtown, it's just gross, right? There's just so much on the street. And then also it consolidates it all to one spot, so I don't feel like it's as much in the way. I can easily just pull it away if I'm like in the way of people walking. And it's just all of a sudden it's like a surprise to clients, like, oh, especially for mom, because I do a lot of senior photography. So mom is the one that normally carries all the clothes, and when she can realize that she can just dump it on top of my stuff, it's like, oh, this is so nice. So it's just an extra experience, like an added value, not only for the clients, but especially for me, so I don't have to carry everything on my back or on my shoulder. And then when it gets really hot in the months during the season, then that is just like, oh, it's beautiful. I will say you want to find something with really good tires, really good rubber tires, because I don't know about you guys, but I usually go into fields, into off-roading, all that kind of stuff, and I want tires that can last. So little dinky plastic tires are not going to serve you very well. I think I got mine actually at Costco, and it was like under $100 and it was amazing. So if I can find that, I'll link that. If not, I'll link one that I would recommend. But yes, this is like key to my success here. Okay, item number 2 that I recommend you getting to up-level your client experience is a pop-up changing tent, especially if you do seniors or any type of session where the clients are changing. So my biggest question I get from clients is like, where do I change my outfits? And back in the day, they used to have to go in their car and throw like a towel or blanket over their windows and have to change in there. And it is just not comfortable if you've ever had to do that. So I bring a pop-up changing tent. These are super affordable. I got mine from Amazon. Mine's like 6 foot tall, so it's plenty tall for everybody, and or for anybody. I've never had an issue with it being too short for anybody. So they can stand up, which is really nice and really important. And I just bring that with me so that no matter where I'm at in the middle of a field or downtown, I just pop it open. And then I always hold it, of course, to make sure in case it's windy or anything like that, or if she accidentally bumps it, I want to make sure that she is covered. So I always hold on to it. And these are completely closed, like you can't see through them, which is really nice. And it also usually has, or at least the one I have, has a little string in there so that they can hang clothes as they're doing it, so they don't have to drop it on the ground. Now I will say my exact one that I have right now doesn't have a bottom, so I bring a towel to throw on the bottom so that they can walk on it inside the pop-up changing tent. But I would recommend investing a little bit more probably to buy one. These do get beaten up pretty good, so I wouldn't spend too much money on it, especially if you're like me and you go to pretty rough places like fields and country and all that stuff, just because it's going to get scraped up. So just know that like this is meant to be a quick portable thing that they can change into, and that you can like fold it right back up and put it in your cart and move on. So, and they're pretty lightweight, so I love that it folds up. I love that it's lightweight and I can put it anywhere. So 10 out of 10 recommend a pop-up changing tent. Number 3 I recommend having at photo shoots to make your life a lot easier and up-level your client experience is what I call a survival kit or an emergency kit, something where you can fit a lot of little things that you will find that you will need. So this is just a really good way where I can serve my clients for the just in case moments. And trust me, if you do this long enough, you will run into any of the following. I'm going to show up some close-up shots of this too, I'm sure, but I've got this huge bag now, and this is added over the years, so don't be too intimidated by it. But literally, this is just a cute travel makeup bag that you would buy at any Walmart store or something that's supposed to like hang, on a mirror when you're traveling. Whoops, there we go, hang up like that. And I've got everything that I could think of that could go wrong. So I've got makeup wipes in there, hand wipes, hand sanitizer, bug spray, nail file, fashion tape. That is super important in case something's not laying right on the girl. I've got hair ties, hairspray, band-aids, first aid kit. I got all the things, safety pins of all sizes. I even got like a neutral nail polish in there in case the girl comes and her nails aren't done. You know, for me, it's worth it to take the time to take care of that. But anything that I can think of that would just need a quick in the moment fix, I bring this guy, and again, I just pop it in my little wagon, and it's pretty light, and it's also really cute, and it's just, man, I will tell you this, when the time comes and your client needs something, like if a strap breaks or the top isn't laying right and you have something to fix that real quick, or even hairspray, if you got a piece of hair that's just being really annoying and you can provide that for your client, oh my goodness, it's gonna go so long in their mind to feeling secure and comfortable and taken care of by you. So I will list as many items as I can in there, and I actually have a free checklist. If you're curious what I put in mine, you can grab that free checklist down in the description box below as well if you're curious about every item that's in here. But yeah, just use common sense of what you would put in there in case on a photo shoot. Okay, the fourth item, it's kind of like 2-in-1 that I would recommend, and this is specifically for hot weather months, because that's when I photograph the most for me personally. And that is one, plenty of water bottles. I always have extra water bottles for my clients because it's always going to be hotter than they think, or like you sweat during, you know, posing and walking and all that stuff, and it just feels miserable when you feel like you're really thirsty. And then the other little item, which I'll definitely link below, I love this guy. So this is a battery operated handheld fan. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably can't even see it, but oh, it is just enough to, if you're miserable, sweating, or if they like, especially if girls start sweating on their hairline or around here and you can see like the makeup dripping or something, I pull this guy out, I give her just a minute to fan off, and she'll just feel like it's a quick pick-me-up, especially if we're not close to the car where she can hop in for AC. And even if she's like I'll usually hand it to her as we're walking to different locations, and she can kind of like touch up that way. Or even mom, because mom has to be there the whole time too, and she gets pretty hot as well taking care of all this stuff. So I'll hand it to mom and say, hey, if you're hot, feel free to cool yourself off a little bit. And this has gone, I mean, love it. It's also really cute, and I love the color, and it's just an extra way to surprise my client, to making them feel more comfortable. And if they feel silly with that, I'll just hand them a water bottle, but that is just a fun way to make it less miserable, especially if it's really hot where you photograph. The last item I recommend you bring into a photo shoot to just give your client an overall better experience is a client gift. So I like to end my sessions this way. It's something they don't usually expect, and it's just a little goodie bag that I give to them just for appreciation and to leave the session on a high note. And in this goodie bag, it just depends on the budget you have. I've done two strategies. One is like lots of little things like cute stationery, pins, hair ties, scrunchies, gum, candy, etc. So that's one way. Or I've also done the other way where I just pick one pretty jewelry, so like a bracelet, or, you know, universal. I would do like a bracelet or a necklace where you didn't need the size, and I put a handwritten note and then I put that in a card. So just something extra special they can remember me by, and on their way home they can look through and enjoy and just keep that momentum really high. And it's just fun for me as a photographer. So make sure you have the budget per client on how much you want to spend for that, but it's something, an extra touch that I highly recommend, and it's just super fun. Once you do it once and you see the reaction, I guarantee you're gonna want to do it all the time. All right, guys, those are the 5 things that I recommend you bring to not only make your life easier as a photographer, but also really up-level the experience for your clients on photo shoots. So let me know in the comments below if you do any of these things already, or if not, which one you're most excited about implementing to just make the experience better for both of you, honestly. If you found any value out of this video, I really would appreciate you liking this video. That, of course, supports me and my channel. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already and you love videos about photography. And then also, if you're needing any resources, I do have a link to my website where I do a lot of more photo education and offer a few more tools, templates, and mentorships for photographers as well. So feel free to check that out. But until the next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.